Edition of the Drip Dispatch. Forex has put out a couple of posts in the Telegram, and I wanted to bring you the information and make sure that you guys that are interested in getting into the piggy bank know what's going on. Okay, so first thing, I created a video this afternoon of step-by-step how to get into the piggy bank, how to create the pigs and the BUSD liquidity pool tokens in order to stake them in the piggy bank. Video is loaded. Good luck. As well, ensure, let me switch pages, that you know the deadline for the 20% bonus started yesterday till today, and then it ends tomorrow with 48 hours at a 20% bonus. You put in $1,000, its actual value is $1,200. So you got to 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, because I'm went by my time. So please do not forget if you want to get in there. Now to the latest news from Forex. He's saying it right here. You still have a chance to deposit fresh stakes into the piggy bank for a 20% bonus. We just pushed a few new changes to the UI and Animal Farm. Most importantly, the UI was set to allow compounding in 24-hour increments after launch, but due to the complexities of launch, this means some people should be able to do their next compound before the UI is allowing them. We made an update to the UI which uses the same parameters as the contract to determine when someone can compound. We also made an adjustment to the way the UI reads the max payout to make it display accurately. Max payout is based on the amount of truffles you use to create your piglets times 3. The 48-hour 20% bonus, the time lock bonus, referral bonuses, compounds, and deposits all increase your principal, which in turn increases your max payout. This means the only people who hit max payout are people who are only draining. This is almost similar to the way the faucet is. Anyhow, whatever. You can now autofill deposits inputs to make it easier for the user who just wants to use all their available funds. We are building a timer on the piggy bank UI to make it more clear to people when their next compound will be available. That's perfect. We are building a UI to allow users to add liquidity to our native assets without leaving the site. We're going to build a UI to allow users to buy our native assets without leaving the site. That's on there twice. Oh, excuse me. We will add a checkbox to allow users to prevent the info pop up in the future when you visit the sites. Yeah, that was driving me a bit crazy because every time you went to the page, that pop-up would pop up telling you about the page. He got it. We will have the Animal Farm auto direct to animalfarm.app and more. There is something I see people having a little issue with that I want to address. You can only compound once every 24 hours. When you deposit, it automatically compounds for you at the same time. This means if you want to deposit into an existing stake, do not compound first, because when you go to deposit, it will go to compounds as well. And since you have compounded within the past 24 hours, it will fail. I think that's what happened to me this afternoon, and I thought that it was locked and I had to sell. Anyhow, if you want to deposit into a non-time lock stake, make sure it's been at least 24 hours since you last compounded on that stake before you deposit. That's another thing. So you can actually, let's step out for a second, guys. You can actually add to your stake. These things are paying out like crazy. This has only been, look at this stake, how much is paid already, and it's only been about 6 hours, 7 hours. So what he's saying is here, I can deposit a certain amount. Well, I can't do mine now because it's already the time frame. I'm still within the 24 hours, but I would be able to hit deposit and deposit more into that stake to make that stake larger. Man, I tell you, boy, man, he be on it. Okay, back to where I was. So, okay, next page. All right, that's all. I took the day to answer questions and take feedback from the community. Folks, This is the type of developer you want to be running your project, developing your project. Like I said before numerous times, he lives, breathes, and shits drip. If it's not going to help sustain, expand, and help the community, it won't be done. Period. We got the best dev in the DeFi crypto space, period. If you don't think so, you need to really be on another project, on a whole nother protocol. Let's finish up. That's all I took today to answer questions and take feedback from the community. That's what I'm saying. He was in the voice chat in the Animal Farm and Ray's group, Stunner's group, answering questions. That's what I'm saying. You need to have access. So, and like he said, if there was an issue, and most of those issues that he just resolved with the new UI updates back here, over here, the timers and all that kind of stuff, that came from the community. That's what I'm not. All right, let me get off. Okay. Anyhow, we will start scheduling some major promotion tomorrow, the 14th. I plan to do a large BUSD injection into the pig pen tomorrow. Remember, when the farm goes live, 30% of the fees, 30% of the fees allocated to the pig pen get immediately paid out to the pig pen. 70% goes into the pig pen vault, which pays out 3% of its balance daily to the pig pen, plus 3% tax on dogs, which sends BUSD to the pig pen, and also future development like the scratchies will be generating cash flow to the pig pen. I would expect the pig pen rewards to at least 5x when the farm goes live. Play the long game as long-term thinkers who are benefits most in the crypto. And he couldn't have said it. I couldn't have said it better myself. We have the greatest community in DeFi. Like I say, is the community component is it. And we have just gotten started. So like he was just saying there, when you go to the pig pen up here at the top and you look at total pigs locked, 241,000 pigs. The pig pen TVL, or the total value locked, is 53,856,000. BUSD in the rewards vault, $1.9 million in BUSD. And number of pigs in the rewards vault, 473 pigs. Folks, I don't know what else to say. Do what you got to do. Remember the three. Crypto is an individual endeavor. You do what you need to do for you and your legacy, your financial legacy. 2, like it says right here, Drip has the greatest community because it has that community component that none of the others have. 3, increase your knowledge, reduce your risk. And Drip is the long-term program, the long-term protocol. It's not something you put your money in today and then start pulling out your 1% tomorrow. You defeat the whole purpose of the compound interest. Yeah, if you put $100 in, we're just going to round it at $100 in. Yeah, you get $365 out, but just how much? That's doing it that way. But remember, one drip, we can't skip that. But the point is, without the compounding in there for a certain amount of months, you're missing out on the greatest wonder of the world, the 7th, 8th, and 9th greatest wonder of the world, which is the compound interest, by just putting it in there and want to pull it out the next day. In that case, you don't want to be in drip. If you can't really put the money in there, hydrate for 6 months minimum, as a minimum, then you're really defeating the purpose of the protocol. The protocol is to use that compound interest that you're getting every single day, that 1% a day. That's why I'm saying you have to use that DeFi, the DripFi app that has the calculator in there, so you can see how beneficial it is to hydrate for a certain amount of time. The thing really is your monetary goal. Whatever your goal is for your strategy, that's what you need to determine your amount of time. If you need to be making this much per day and you need to hydrate for that amount of time, that's what you need to do. Now, if it says, well, you need to hydrate for 6 months, well, I'm only going to hydrate for 30 days, then that's on you. There's nobody to blame but you. Like I said, this is an individual endeavor, but that's enough said. I want to get this out tonight. So guys, remember, the countdown is already started on the way down. You have it's 9:14 CST right now. You have till tomorrow afternoon at 1 to get that piggy bank stake in there and get the extra 20%. So if you're going to do it, this is the time. My referral link is in the description. If you're just now getting in there, watch the video. It's step by step. It's not that hard. I made sure that I made it so everybody can understand it. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'll check them tonight. Make sure that I double check again in the morning. So if there's any questions that you guys have to have answered in order to get into the piggy bank, I answer them. To all the legends, engage.